Hi everyone, welcome to today's special video. Yeah, it's a Saturday, so yeah. But anyways, on Thursday at around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the House of Representatives passed H-Res 529, which is titled relating to the resolution H-Res 503 impeaching Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States, for high crimes and misdemeanors. This resolution passed in the House with a vote of 219 to 208. So, what happens with that now? Well, that just means if I go down over here, that the previous resolution stated, which is H-Res 503, is to be referred to the Committee on Homeland Security, and in addition to the Committee on the Judiciary, which, as you all know, when it comes to impeachment, in order for someone to be impeached, it has to go through the House Judiciary Committee. Yeah, and since the House is controlled by the Republican Party by, with having a majority of 4 seats, yeah, the House is going to attempt to impeach President Biden with H-Res 503. So, what is H-Res 503? Well, we're going to read the entire bill for that. But we're going to go over here briefly real quick. It was introduced by Congresswoman Lauren Boebert of Colorado's 3rd District. She's a Republican, by the way, keep in mind. So I'm going to go over here to text, because I'm on congress.gov for looking at all these bills and stuff. That's where I kind of get all my bills and stuff. Okay, so I'm sorry this is getting kind of long, but it will be long because I will read this entire bill. Alright, anyways, H-Res 503. Resolved that Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors, and that the following articles of impeachment be exhibited to the United States Senate. Articles of impeachment exhibited by the House of Representatives of the United States of America, in the name of itself and of the people of the United States of America, against Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States, in maintenance and support of its impeachment against him for high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, just keep in mind that the Constitution says in Article 2, Section 4, Clause 1, it says, the President, Vice President, and all other civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and commission of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. Yeah, those are all the impeachable offenses against anyone. Okay, anyways. Article 1, Abuse of Power. The Constitution provides, as I've already stated, that the House of Representatives shall have the sole power of impeachment, and that the President of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and of conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. In his conduct as President of the United States, and in violation of his constitutional oath, faithfully to execute the office of President of the United States, and to the best of his ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and in violation of his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, Joseph R. Biden Jr. has abused the powers of the office of the President of the United States in that, using the powers of his high office, President Biden has knowingly presided over an executive branch that has continuously, overtly, and consistently violated federal immigration law by pursuing an aggressive open borders agenda, by purposefully and knowingly releasing more than 2 million illegal aliens into the interior of the United States without the intention or ability to ensure that they appear in immigration court to face asylum or deportation proceedings. President Biden has intentionally facilitated a complete and total invasion at the southern border. President Biden ended the migrant protection protocols to require aliens seeking asylum to remain in Mexico while being processed by the Department of Homeland Security. President Biden has closed Department of Homeland Security detention facilities and refused to cooperate with state and local law enforcement officials in securing the border. He has allowed illegal aliens to enter the United States as asylum seekers despite knowing they did not qualify for asylum. President Biden has pursued this open border agenda purposefully and willingly, circumventing every safeguard, check, and balance required by law, resulting in mass illegal immigration into the United States to the detriment of the American people. President Biden, with such conduct, has demonstrated a failure to uphold federal immigration law, violating his oath to the Constitution if allowed to remain in office, and has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with the rule of law and to manifest injury of the people of the United States. Wherefore, President Biden, by such conduct, warrants impeachment and trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. That's Article 1. I don't know how many more articles there are, but I'm looking at Article 2 right now. So we're just going to jump right back into it. Article 2. Oh boy, this is getting real long. Dereliction of Duty. I don't know what that means, but we're going to find out. The Constitution provides that the House of Representatives shall have the sole power of impeachment, and that the President of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors in his conduct as President of the United States, and in his violation of his constitutional oath, faithfully to execute the office of President of the United States, and to the best of his ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and in violation of his constitutional duty to take care of the laws be faithfully executed, Joseph R. Biden Jr. has neglected constitutional duty of the office of the President of the United States, in that neglecting the powers of his high office, President Biden has abandoned his duties to ensure that the laws are faithfully executed and upheld by presiding over an executive branch that has continually, overtly, and consistently refused to enforce the nation's immigration laws and secure the southern border. President Biden has endangered the security of the United States and the health and safety of the American people. President Biden has caused a national security crisis and is endangering the lives of the American people. Yikes. President Biden has presided over the largest influx of illegal immigrants in American history, and as evidence of this deregulation, the deportation cases pursued by his administration are at historic lows. President Biden's neglect of duty has resulted in the surrender of operational control of the border to the complete and total control of foreign criminal cartels, putting the lives of American citizens in jeopardy. On President Biden's watch, illegal aliens have been processed and released into the interior of the country under a mass system of parole, contrary to the clear terms of the federal immigration law. Utilizing the CBP-1 program, the executive branch will release nearly 40,000 illegal aliens per month into the United States. Sorry, I had to turn off my fan. It was kind of getting a bit much. He has failed to uphold mandatory detention and deportation provisions of immigration laws, resulting in the mass entry of inadmissible aliens and the continued presence of deportable aliens. Wow. Through this complete and total deregulation of duty and extreme absence and oversight of his own administration's policies, President Biden has allowed more than 1.5 million illegal immigrants to invade the southern border. On Joe Biden's watch, illicit fentanyl has killed more than 100,000 American citizens. In fiscal year 2023, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol seized more than 9,000 pounds of fentanyl at the southern border. In his failure to uphold the rule of law, President Biden has demonstrated that he will neglect his duty to execute the office to which he has been entrusted, violating his oath to the Constitution if allowed to remain in office, and has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with his constitutional duty to take care that the laws of the United States be faithfully executed. Wherefore, President Biden, by such conduct, warrants impeachment and trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. Yeah. So, abuse of power and derecollection of duty. It's just like back in 2019 when the House impeached Trump for the first time. It was abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. I mean, it's basically like the same thing, but more heavily focused on how the border is being handled, which is not good right now. So both committees of Homeland Security and the Committee on the Judiciary are going to be looking in on this. I think that if the Committee on Homeland Security says yes to this, it'll go straight to the Judiciary Committee, and they'll probably say yes, send this to the floor of the House, and see if Biden will be the fourth president to be impeached. which means that, yes, if Biden ever does become impeached, we will be going back to my impeachment series that I started all the way back in 2020, but we will wait a month after the conviction vote, as we use congressional footage too. I think that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching. Sorry that this video is kind of long, but yeah, I just thought that this was kind of important to know and to put out there, even though this happened like 3 days ago. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Regular scheduled programming will go up on this channel on Monday, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then.